that your day is going wonderfully, and I wanted to hop on and talk to you about books. I have found that reading really gives me so much joy. And I know that there are some people who say, I don't really have the time to sit down and read, etc. But they are usually the people who enjoy audiobooks. So if you don't necessarily want to sit with it physically in your hands, or your Kindle or, e-reader, whatever it is, why don't you try that? So I want to give a couple of these to you because I feel like this is not an exhaustive list. I just pulled 5 books from my bookshelf that are personal development, that are books that really help you grow as an individual or see things from a different perspective. They really help you rewire your brain in lots of different ways. So let's go ahead and dive right in. Okay. First one is Super Attractor. So this one is for my people who are 100% like into the woo-woo. I'm going to put it just that way. I love, love, love her so much. So even if you're not into being super, into the spiritual, this is still a great book for feelings. Such a great book for feelings. She really deep dives into what that is, like what those feelings can be and how they can affect you. She has something that she talks about in the book, and it is called the Choose Again method. It's so, so wonderful. You definitely have to read it just for that. Like, if it's something that you go, oh my goodness, yes, please, I can do this. And that's a big deal. There's a lot of things, it's like this 20-step process, and you're like, you lost me, and that's not what you want. That's not what you're reading for, and just enjoying, what the experience is. It's too overwhelming. Yee. So that is a great way to get started. Another one that I love, 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 this one, I don't know how many times I've read it. Honestly, I can't count. I'm the person who will read books over and over and over continually. So just an FYI, like you can maybe see how many pages I have folded down. Okay, this is called The Big Leap by Gay Hendricks. And I can't say enough good things about this book. I have gotten so much enjoyment out of it because he really does go to the root of who you are, your personality. So he talks about what is your zone of genius. That's what he calls it. And it is so eye-opening because you think, yes, this is who I am. These are my strengths. This is what I'm supposed to be doing with my life. So amazing, right? Everybody wants to feel like they're doing these wonderful things and they get excited about what's happening in life. There is another section that it's, through the book as well. He talks about what's called the upper limit problem, and the story that he talks about, what happened to him with his daughter, spoiler alert, like, it's not a tragedy, okay? Like, please don't take it as that. It's just something that happened. I don't want to give it away. It was just like this aha moment for me. I mean, I thought, wow, yeah, I do that too. I think we all do. And that's the point, right? Like, he's trying to help show us what he's talking about. So, and another thing about this book is there is a whole chapter on time. Now, if you know anything about like what I try to talk about, it is for sure time. I mean, there's a reason why my business has the word time in it, right? It is just huge, especially for moms. So that is another thing. Like, if you just read the book just for time, I read that chapter, I don't know how many times. The very first time I read the book, I reread it and reread it. And it took me a while to finally like grasp the concept. And once I did, it was like this light bulb went off. I was like, oh my, wow. So neat and so needed, especially for a lot of moms who are just like, I am at my wit's end. All right, so next book, and these are in no particular order. I think I already said that. I did this because the video is not marked for children, but if your littles are around for any reason, you are a bad at making money. So I would totally say it, but you know, this is, you know, geared towards mama. So if there is a little around, I want it to be okay for them too. Jen Sincero is just amazing in this book at building up your confidence. Like, it's you're reading the book basically saying, why not me? I can do that. That's awesome. And especially with people who need to you know, use that neuroplasticity, rewiring your brain around money. We have so many like negative connotations in our heads about money a lot of times. So this is a fantastic one. And I will say, there's a story in here about goats. I have never owned goats, but the story, I was like in tears, laughing so hard. So if you want the comedy, she is also a fantastic writer for like just finding humor in things. So definitely check out that book if you want a good laugh, for sure. All right, let's keep going. The Alter Ego Effect by Todd Herman. So I love how this book breaks down kind of what our personal motivations are. That's a big deal. You need to understand like what motivates you, like in general, to do what you're doing, why you're doing it, right? It gives you the insight and kind of gives you the boost of what you need. He talks about like basically using an alter ego. It can really set up your brain the best way for success. And that's so cool. You know, it's kind of going back to the play and the imagination that you can do with your kids too. And it's just great for your brain. So I really encourage you to read this because it helps you kind of, like I said, understand sort of like the importance of really doing fun things too and how it's super good for you. All right. So, and then we have Think Like a Monk. Oh, I need to put this, sorry, my camera is moving. Jay Shetty. This book I love because he has broken down lots of exercises and examples that you can easily implement. I mean, he is fantastic at saying, here, like there's a little box and it says, try this or do this. And it's like, okay, great, I can do that right now. It's not something where you have to, you know, say, oh, wait, I have to, you know, these are super in-depth questions or this or that. It's like, nope, I'm going to do it right now, which is awesome, 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 awesome. And there is a whole chapter on gratitude too. I know that there's so many different ways to look at it, but this is somebody who lived as a monk, like slept on the floor with a yoga mat. I mean, you can really learn from somebody who's gone back to those basics, you know, just going through everyday life is cleaning and all of the things, right? Again, that's not a situation I've personally been in, but I can definitely learn from somebody who has had the insight and the time to really reflect, right? So I hope that these 5 have given you really, really good insight as to which ones maybe you want to read, or hopefully all of them. They're really amazing. If this is something that you want to hear more of, these were just 5 that I pulled off my bookshelf. So if you want to hear some more, a new list, or have like a specific topic, definitely let me know. I'd be excited to share with you. Make it a great day.